down and meet with them in New York, which makes it very interesting. Um, how people are struggling with where's Southtown Zulu? Where's that? They're getting to know where we are. And on Monday, I was invited to speak to before a whole group of dignitaries from Mali. Um, and of course, I had to speak a little French to them. and and the Ministry of the Women Affairs was present. She was very pleased to hear what we had to say about the value and importance of women in a society. And so this international festival is really taking form, and we pray and hope that it will bear great success. Um, it, even though this is going to be our first time having such a event of that magnitude in our recent history. Um, Before I left, or actually I went to Haiti on a mission with a delegation. We brought a water purification system that costs about 120 or $30,000, which is self-generating. It produces um, energy coming from solar panels. This is the first of its kind, especially when there is no electricity in certain parts of Haiti. And we saw people lined up to drink potable water, and that really warmed my heart because um, a lot of people are dying of cholera because of lack of clean water. Just to think of the water that you guys or we drink on a daily basis as a medicine, you'll think twice about the value of drinking water, and you put the soda down for a second. Um, and So that was very uplifting. This machine produces about up to 30,000 gallon of water per day, and I was so happy to be part of this rewarding mission. And of course, I couldn't leave South Thames River without uh, leaving my mark. So what I did was myself and Don William, we went on Marcus Plaza and we trimmed the trees, and we cut a lot of the branches. There was a tree that was protruding out of the concrete right next to the river that was really into the water. You're talking about eyesore. This is really was an eye scratch. Um,
Well, the sword.
in a sword, exactly. And so we caught it admirably with my suit on. No, I took off the jacket.
Yeah, we made you take off your jacket.
He did.
He was making us look bad with a suit and tie on out there.
I had just come out of my office, so I took an hour break. My secretary said, "Mr. Champagne, are you coming back?" I said, "Yeah, give me 15 minutes." And I didn't have a chance to see her. I didn't realize I was going to cut so many branches from the tree anyway. So truly, I intended to come back in 15 minutes. But when I start working and get passionate about things, I just don't
We
stop.
know, we know.
But in any case, that's my little report. So, Mr. McCormick.
Yeah, kind of a lengthy one.
Back 12.
All right, Office of Emergency Management. Fill the public in, what we've done in the last few years, we're up to 24 members, which is a lot for the small town. We took some of Ocean Gate, and some of Berkeley come to our side because they're not happy with their towns, and they like our training program. In the last 3 years, we've taught CDL training. Steve's taking it along with us. He's on our emergency management. We've trained him in driving buses. This Friday night, they're going to classes on how to move in fire engines. Because if we have an event where I need to go over and drive something, I can't get firemen, we're going to get something there. Just so you know, I'd like to praise these people. They've been doing a great job, and everything I put out there, they do it. January, this is my 30th year in emergency service.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
But if you have questions, or if you want to come observe, we have a daytime drill on August 31st. It's a Wednesday. It's only a rehearsal for the FEMA drill, which is September 27th. Now, you come to daytime one, you can only come to the door, look and see how it's run. September 27th, you cannot come. That's graded by the state and FEMA. They do grade at the door right onto the whole system. The whole team gets graded on all their jobs. And I have so many members because we could break it down into groups if we have to do it hourly. And we could break it down into 3 groups, 8-hour shifts. So as far as OEM and your FEMA and everything, they're real happy with South Palms River. They don't have any complaints. So that's it on OEM.
Excellent, thank you. Mrs. Kelly.
I just want to speak a little bit about the event, coming to the special events committee. You know, everybody's doing their share to work really hard to make it a success, and we're wishing the best. I will be here that weekend because it's my family reunion. I mean, that weekend is every year, but I do wish 100% and more success to the event. And also, you know, I want to thank, Steely's working very hard for the Echo Fair. I think it's going to be a great thing for our town. And, you know, it's going to bring the Eco Fair. I said Echo again. The Eco Fair, it's going to be I think, very good for our town. And I just hope that, you know, everyone is able to participate and, you know, bring, between the 2 events, bring everything that's best for the town to the table.
That's good.
So that everything is a success.
Go ahead.
I'd just like to say, recently I started walking 2 hours a day
Go ahead.
around South Tom's River. And every time you walk 2 hours a day around South Tom's River, you see a lot of stuff. And I noticed that on Addison Avenue, the cars coming in there are doing a pretty good clip. So I said, well, let me see where the speed signs are on Addison Avenue. There are no speed signs on Addison Avenue. There should be speed signs on Addison Avenue. Now, I went up and down Chamberlain Street 4 times looking for it. I found one. My wife says there's 2, but I only found one speed sign behind the tree that's
Right.
overgrowing down.
We're gonna call it, don't worry about that.
And we need some signs on Addison Avenue.
Yeah.
We need some signs on Chamberlain Street. The streets coming into town, everybody's coming down Dover Road at 40 miles an hour, and they whip around the corner onto Addison Avenue, and they're still doing 40 miles an hour. Because they're passing me by on the street, and I'm running up on people's lawns to get out of the way. I run up on people's lawns. When somebody's doing 40 miles an hour, I will run up on somebody's lawn to keep from getting my little butt run over. And you know, it might sound funny, but when the car's coming 40 miles an hour at you, and you're walking, and it's on your side of the street, you ain't got much room to move. So I will climb on somebody's car if I have to get the hell out of the way. Because I'm not going to get run over by these guys. But we need speed signs because the cars are coming in way too fast. And if you could sit a cop there at night with his lights off, let him sit in the middle of the road. Get one of them old cars and sit in the middle of the road. Let him hit that son of a gun and let the cop sit way back on the side. You know, get one of them old cars. Let him put it in the middle of the road with no lights on. Because they're coming around those corners too fast. Somebody's going to get
That
killed.
would be a good idea.
And there's a lot of kids out there in these streets. You know, there's a lot of kids walking around. And it's amazing to me that there's no street sign, no speed limit
Well,
sign.
25 miles per
25
hour
miles per hour is
is
for
the
residential.
town
Don,
speed
there
limit,
was
so-
speed signs on there.
There are none, believe me.
No,
I
Well,
was.
believe you.
Okay,
I
Most
believe you.
towns is 25 or 30, people should know that. Most
I
towns
think they
is
got a
25 or
scavenger
30.
hunt or something.
By state
Yeah,
law, it's
okay.
not posted. It's 25 residential,
Right.
50 rural, unless otherwise posted. So the police can still write tickets there for 25 miles an hour, even if there's not a sign, speed limit
Right.
sign on there. Now, if you think the signs would slow people down,
They
that would make
would.
a difference. They might.
We
Right.
tried to get the speed bumps and
Well, speed bumps are really not permitted anymore, but, because they're not, the Commissioner of DOT says speed bumps are not, you ever see these elongated things called humps
Yeah, it's
now?
a hump,
And
yeah.
they're only permitted in certain places. I mean, there's a procedure to get approval for them, but they're considered to disrupt the flow of traffic, so they don't really allow speed bumps. You know, what you see
Also-
in parking lots.
Even residential.
Also, I noticed on Dover Road, the speed limit comes down Dover Road is 40 miles per hour. Even at 7-Eleven, the speed limit is 40 miles per hour. I think when it gets to 7-Eleven, it should not be 40 miles per
That's a
hour.
county road, yep, yes,
Yeah,
I
we've
understand
asked
that.
Well,
They're
that's,
gonna
that's,
remove
I
They're
don't
not, they're
care.
not